What was the impact of Birth of a Nation? What was the impact of the movie Birth of a Nation? Released in 1915, this film had a significant and controversial effect on American society. It shaped how many viewed the Civil War, Reconstruction, and race relations. Let's break down its impact. First, the film popularized the lost cause mythology. This narrative romanticized the Confederacy, portraying the antebellum South as a noble society. It depicted the Southern cause as just, while casting the North and Reconstruction governments as oppressive. This framing suggested that the Civil War was a tragic misunderstanding rather than a conflict centered on slavery. It also painted African Americans as threats during Reconstruction. Next, the movie included racist portrayals that justified white supremacy. African Americans were shown in dehumanizing ways, depicted as violent and incapable of self-governance. The film presented the Ku Klux Klan as heroic figures who restored order and protected white Southern society. This glorification helped legitimize white supremacist violence and reinforced racial segregation. Additionally, Birth of a Nation influenced social and political attitudes. It shifted public opinion toward a more unified national identity, downplaying the issues of race and slavery. The film encouraged reconciliation between the North and South, but it did so by promoting a narrative that excluded African Americans. This narrative justified their disenfranchisement and oppression. Interestingly, the film reportedly increased military enlistment and fostered cultural convergence between former Union and Confederate supporters, but on a foundation of racial exclusion. The cultural and historical legacy of Birth of a Nation is also noteworthy. It became a major cultural phenomenon and one of the first blockbuster films in American cinema. While its technical achievements were significant, the content sparked protests from African American leaders and civil rights organizations. Despite this, it reinforced the lost cause ideology, shaping how generations understood the Civil War and Reconstruction. In summary, Birth of a Nation deeply affected how people remembered and interpreted the Civil War. It promoted a revisionist narrative that valorized the Confederacy and the Ku Klux Klan while demonizing African Americans and Reconstruction efforts. Its impact extended beyond entertainment, shaping racial attitudes and political dynamics in the United States for many years.